My fiancé announced. I booked us on Cheater's reality show. Film crew follows you for a week starting tomorrow. I'd never cheated. I said, should be boring then. Then I called the show, volunteered her phone records instead, and they found her affair. When the cameras showed up, and surprised her with her side guy. Welcome to Seductive Dreams. It would be so much appreciated if you would subscribe to my channel and like the video. Now, without further ado, let's go. I, 35 male, was making breakfast when my fiancée walked in with her phone, grinning like she'd won the lottery. Guess what I did? 3 years together, 8 months engaged, wedding in 4 months. I should have known that smile meant trouble. What? Remember that show Exposed? The one that catches cheaters? My stomach dropped. Yeah, I signed us up. Well, I signed you up. The camera crew starts following you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for a whole week. They're going to document everything. I put down the spatula. Why would you do that? Because you're always working late. Always on your phone. Always with emergencies. I need to know the truth. The truth is I'm a project manager at a software company. Late nights happen. You've known this since we met. Well, now I'll have proof you're not cheating or proof that you are. Either way, I'll know. She was so pleased with herself. Literally bouncing. The crew starts at 6 a.m. tomorrow. They follow you everywhere for 7 days. Then we film the big reveal episode where I get to see all the footage. I stared at her. You're serious? Dead serious. I already signed the contracts. They're locked in. Something clicked in my brain. People who accuse you of cheating out of nowhere should be boring then. I don't cheat. We'll see. She actually giggled, then left for her Saturday morning yoga class. I stood there for maybe 2 minutes. Then I Googled the production company, called the number, got a receptionist. Hi, my fiancé just signed me up for your show Exposed. I'm supposed to be followed starting tomorrow. Oh yes, we have your case file. She submitted evidence of suspicious behavior. Very concerned about infidelity. Here's my question. If she can sign me up to be investigated without my knowledge, can I sign her up the same way? Pause. Aye, that's an unusual request. I'll volunteer everything. My phone, my computer, my work schedule, my emails, complete transparency. But I want the same for her. Fair's fair, right? Hold on. She put me through to a producer, guy named Rick. This is Rick. You want us to investigate your fiancé instead? In addition to, she wants to catch me cheating. I've never cheated, but she's been acting weird for months. Defensive about her phone, new gym routine, yoga classes at odd hours. I think she's projecting. Projecting? Accusing me of what she's actually doing. Silence. Then if we found evidence of her cheating, would you consent to us filming the confrontation? Absolutely, even if it airs on TV. She signed me up for TV. She gets what she signed up for. More silence. We'll need her phone access. She keeps her passcode in our shared notes app. Cloud backup too. I'll send everything. But I want this to be a surprise, just like she surprised me. This is highly irregular. So is ambushing your fiancé with a camera crew. Check her phone. If I'm wrong, I look paranoid and stupid. If I'm right, you get better TV than following me to boring meetings all week. Rick laughed. Send me the information. If we find something, we'll pivot the whole show. Send him everything. Her phone passcode, her iCloud login, her car's GPS history, all of it. Then I texted her. Hey babe, just for your information, I'm totally fine with the show. Nothing to hide. This will be fun. Her response. See, that's what I wanted to hear. Love you. Sure you do. That night, her phone buzzed while she was in the shower. Text preview on the lock screen from Danny Jim. Thursday night, still good. My place at 10. Thursday night, my actual late work night when I'm genuinely at the office until 9 p.m., took a photo of the text preview, sent it to Rick. His response. Oh, this is going to be good. Update 1. The crew showed up at my place at 6 a.m. Sunday. 3 people, camera operator, sound guy, and Rick the producer. My fiancé was jitty. Made them coffee. Chatted about the show. I'm so excited to finally know the truth, she said. Rick smiled at her. Truth is definitely coming. Before we start, updated consent forms, legal requirement. She signed without reading. I read every word. Lots of language about any party involved, and evidence discovered during filming. And right to air all footage obtained. The crew followed me around all day. Sunday, filmed me doing laundry, grocery shopping, watching football, absolutely riveting television. Monday, they followed me to work, sat in on my meetings, filmed me eating a sad desk salad for lunch, watched me stay until 7 p.m. for a deadline. My fiancé texted around 5. Anything interesting happening? Me? Just work. Told you it'd be boring. Tuesday, more of the same. The crew was clearly getting bored. Rick pulled me aside during my lunch break. We went through her phone. My heart rate spiked and guy named Danny. personal trainer at her gym. They've been together for 7 months, meeting at his apartment every Thursday night and Sunday mornings during her yoga classes. 7 months over half our engagement. The texts are explicit and there's a lot of discussion about your income, your job, your family's money. What kind of discussion? Rick showed me his phone. Screenshots of her text to Danny. He makes $140,000 and his parents are loaded. Once we're married, I can divorce him in a year and get my share. Why wait, Danny? Because the wedding's already paid for and his family will give us money as gifts. I'm thinking at least $50 in wedding gifts, plus his $401k has like $200 in it. I felt sick. There's more, Rick said. A lot more. We want to confront her Thursday night at DY's apartment. You up for it? What's the plan? We tell her we're filming B-roll of you working late. She thinks you're at the office. We set up at Danny's place. When she arrives, we're waiting. She'll lose it. Yes, she will. That's kind of the point. Wednesday, the crew followed me through another boring workday. My fiancée texted, "They're finding nothing, aren't they?" LOL. Me? I told you I'm boring. Her? Well, the week's not over yet. Thursday came. I went to work like normal. The crew stayed behind to get establishing shots of our apartment. Around 9 p.m., Rick texted. We're set up at Danny's. She's on her way. You coming? Me? Wouldn't miss it. I drove to the address. Apartment complex on the north side. Danny's place was on the second floor. The crew was set up in the stairwell with cameras. Rick had one camera operator actually inside DI's apartment with him. Danny had no idea what was coming. How'd you get him to cooperate? I asked. Told him we're filming a fitness segment. He thinks he's going to be on TV showing off his training techniques. At 9:47 p.m., her car pulled into the lot. Rick handed me an earpiece. You'll be able to hear everything when I give you the signal. Come up. I watched from my car. She walked up the stairs, knocked on Danny's door. He answered through the earpiece. I heard, "Hey, babe." Her, "Hey, come in, I Danny." Then chaos. Rick and the exterior camera crew came around the corner. We're here from Exposed. You two know each other pretty well, don't you? My fiancé's voice went shrill. What is this? This is the show you signed up for. The one that catches cheaters. Congratulations. You're the cheater. This is you can't, I didn't consent to this. Actually, you did. Read your contract. Any evidence of infidelity discovered during the investigation may be used for the episode. You signed it, Rick texted me. Now I got out of my car, walked up the stairs. The exterior camera swung to me. My fiancé saw me and went white. What are you doing here? Surprise. I called the show after you signed me up. Told them to check your phone instead. Guess what they found? Danny stepped forward. Bro, I swear I didn't know you two were. Shut up, Danny. Rick pulled out a tablet. We have 7 months of messages, 312 texts between you two, 43 meetings at this location, and this is my personal favorite. He turned the tablet to show her texts about my income, about divorcing me, about the wedding gifts. My fiancé started crying. This isn't fair. You tricked me. No, you tried to trick me. I just had the receipts. We can work through this. We're done. You have until Sunday to get your stuff out of my apartment. You can't kick me out. It's my apartment, my lease. You're not on it. Yes, I can. She turned to Danny. Tell him we're in love. Danny looked like he wanted to dissolve into the floor. I mean, Danny, look. I didn't know you were still getting married. You said you were leaving him. I'm leaving him for you. Danny backed into his apartment. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work out. He closed the door, locked it. My fiancé pounded on it. Daniel, open this door. Rick was eating this up, both cameras rolling. She turned on me. This is your fault. You're never home. You don't pay attention to me. You drove me to this? I drove you to plan a wedding while texting another guy about divorcing me for money? That's impressive driving. I love you. You love my salary. There's a difference. I walked away, got in my car, drove home. Rick called 10 minutes later. That was amazing television. The episode airs in 2 weeks. You're going to be very popular. Great. I'm also going to be single. Better than being married to that. Fair point. Update 2. Sunday morning, I changed the locks, called a locksmith at 7 a.m., had new keys by 9. My fiancée showed up at 11 with her mom and sister. I had my brother there as backup. She tried her tea. Didn't work. Pounded on the door. Open this door? I opened it. Kept the chain on. You have 3 hours to pack your stuff. That's it. Her mom pushed forward. You can't do this. She lives here. She's not on the lease. This is my apartment. I'm allowing her to collect her belongings. That's all the law requires. She has rights. Not to my apartment. She does in 3 hours I let them in. My brother stood by the door with his phone out recording everything. My fiancée's sister immediately started. You're such an she made one mistake. 7 months and 312 texts is a one mistake. It's a lifestyle choice. My fiancé was crying, packing. Where am I supposed to go? Danny's place seems available. He won't answer my calls. Shocking. Her mom tried a different approach. Soft voice tears. She's my baby. She's scared. Can't you find it in your heart to forgive her? No. She loves you. I pulled out my phone, showed her the screenshots of the texts about my money, about the divorce plan, about the wedding gifts. Her mom went quiet. Still thinks she loves me. More packing. Her sister kept trying to start arguments. I ignored her. At hour 2, my fiancé tried a different angle. Came over while her mom and sister were loading boxes. I'm sorry. Really, truly sorry. I was stupid and scared, and I made terrible choices. Can we please talk alone? No, you're not even going to try. You weren't trying when you were sleeping with Danny. You weren't trying when you were planning to divorce me. You were trying to trap me in a marriage for financial gain. That's not a mistake. That's fraud. It wasn't fraud. I did love you. I got confused about Danny and my money. Don't forget my money. That featured heavily in your texts. That's not I never meant. My brother called from the door. Time's up. Finish loading. They took the last boxes. My fiancé stood in the doorway. You'll regret this when you're alone and you realize what you threw away. I'm not the one who threw this away. You are. Goodbye. Closed the door. Locked it. My brother and I fist bumped. That was intense. He said that was necessary. The next week was chaos. She started texting from different numbers. I blocked them all. Her mom called my parents. That went poorly for her. My mom is protective of her kids. According to my dad, the conversation went, Her mom? Your son is being cruel and heartless. My mom, your daughter cheated on him for 7 months and planned to marry him for his money. Her mom, that's not she was going to therapy. She was working on herself. My mom, she was working on someone named Danny at his apartment every Thursday. Her mom. You people are all horrible. My mom, your daughter is a gold digger and a liar. Have a blessed day. Love, my mom. Wednesday, my fiancé showed up at my office. Building security called me. There's a woman in the lobby claiming to be your fiancé. She's demanding to see you. We're not engaged anymore. Please escort her out. She's refusing to leave. I came down. She was crying in the lobby, making a scene. Please, just 5 minutes. Let me explain. There's nothing to explain. You cheated. You planned to use me. It's over. The show airs tomorrow. Please call them and stop it. I'll do anything. You signed the consent forms. I can't stop it. You did this. You could have just broken up with me quietly. You didn't have to make it public. You made it public when you signed us up for a reality show. You just thought you'd be the hero of the story. Surprise. Security escorted her out. My boss called me upstairs. What was that about? I explained everything. Showed him the texts, the timeline. He leaned back. Damn, good thing you found out before the wedding. Yeah, take the rest of the day. Get your head straight. Episode airs tomorrow, right? Yeah, probably going to be a lot of attention. You okay with that? Have to be. Thursday night the episode aired. I watched with my parents and brother. It was brutal. They showed everything. The boring footage of me working. Her texts to Danny about my money, the Thursday night confrontation, Danny shutting the door in her face, her pounding on his door. The best part, they found more texts. Ones Rick hadn't even shown me. Her to her best friend. I'm going to milk this marriage for everything. His family has money and he's too stupid to make me sign a prenup. Easy target. Her to Danny 2 more months until the wedding, then the first, just have to wait a year. California law means I get half of everything earned during the marriage. His promotion means $160 salary. Half of that for a year is $80 in my pocket, plus the $401k split. I'm looking at $150k minimum. My dad muted the TV. She really said all that. Apparently my mom was crying. Oh, honey, you could have. I know, but I didn't. And now I'm free. The episode went viral. Over 1 million views online in 3 days. Comments were savage. Play stupid games. Win stupid prizes. She really thought she was slick. Danny closing the door is the funniest thing I've ever seen. My phone was exploding. Friends, old CO workers, people I hadn't talked to in years. Everyone had seen it. My fiancé tried calling from another new number. I answered this time. What? My life is ruined. Everyone knows I can't go anywhere without people recognizing me. I lost my job. You lost your job? They said having public moral scandals reflects poorly on the company. This is your fault. No, this is your fault. You cheated. You planned to use me. You signed up for a TV show. So these are consequences of your actions. I hope you're happy. I'm getting there. Hung up. Blocked that number 2. Update 3. Final. The episode aired 6 weeks ago. Life has been different. My ex completely imploded. According to mutual friends who are now just my friends. She's moved back home with her parents. Can't find work because she's the first result when you Google her name. The clip of Danny closing the door on her has 3 million views on TikTok. She tried to sue the show. Her lawyer told her she had zero case and she signed extensive consent forms. She tried to sue me for orchestrating her public humiliation. That got dismissed in 10 minutes. Judge literally said, "You can't sue someone for the consequences of your own freely chosen actions." Her mom sent a cease and desist to my parents demanding they stop slandering her daughter. My dad's lawyer sent back a letter that basically said, "Truth isn't slander. Have a nice day." Danny lost his job at the gym. Apparently, that guy from the cheating show isn't great for business. Last I heard, he moved to another state. My ex tried to follow him there. He got a restraining order. The irony is delicious. The ring became a whole saga. It was $6,200. She refused to return it. My lawyer said I could pursue it, but it would cost more in legal fees than it was worth. I told him to send one letter demanding its return within 30 days or face small claims court. She sold it on Facebook Marketplace for $3,500 and sent me a photo as proof she didn't have it anymore. My lawyer included that in our file. Pretty sure that's going to hurt her if we ever end up in court again. Work has been surprisingly good. Got promoted 2 months after the episode aired. $18 raise. My boss said the whole situation showed Grace under pressure and good decision-making skills. Who knew being publicly cheated on would help my career? The TV show wanted me for a "Where Are They Now" special. I declined. Had my 15 minutes, don't need 30. Been on some dates, it's weird. Women either think the whole thing is hilarious, and I'm brave, or they think I'm vindictive and went too far. No middle ground. Met someone at a friend's barbecue last month. She'd never heard of the show. When she Googled me later and found it, she texted, "Just watched your episode. Your ex is insane. Want to get coffee?" We've been seeing each other for 3 weeks, taking it very slow. She thinks the whole thing is wild, but appreciates that I protected myself. We'll see. My therapist, yes, I got one, says I have justified trust issues, but good boundaries. I'll take it. The wedding venue kept our $3,000 deposit. My ex demanded I pay her half since she contributed to wedding planning. I laughed and showed my lawyer the texts about her planning to divorce me for money. He sent her a letter suggesting she stop contacting me unless she wanted those texts filed in court as evidence of fraud. Radio silence since then. Her sister sent me a Facebook message last week. "I hope you know you ruined her life over one mistake. She's depressed, barely leaving her room. Can't find work. This is on you." I replied she was going to marry me fraudulently, divorce me, and take my money. She didn't make one mistake. She made hundreds of calculated decisions over 7 months. What happened to her is what happens when you treat people like ATMs. Block me, or I'll block you. She blocked me. Honestly, some days I feel bad. She's a human being who's suffering. But then I remember the texts, the planning, the casual way she discussed using me, and I stopped feeling bad. She wanted to catch me cheating so badly that she volunteered us for reality TV. Never occurred to her to check herself first. That's not just irony, that's karma. My brother still jokes about Danny closing the door. That's going in the history books as the greatest reality TV moment ever. The show sends me residual checks, $143 so far. I donate them to a men's mental health charity. Feels right. Ran into her best friend at a coffee shop 2 weeks ago. She glared at me. "You know she tried to kill herself, right?" My stomach dropped. "What?" Called me crying. Said she couldn't take it anymore. I had to talk her down. "Is she okay?" "No, thanks to you. I didn't cheat on her. I didn't plan to use her. I didn't sign us up for TV. She did all of that. You didn't have to air it. She signed the forms. She wanted reality TV. She got it. I'm sorry she's struggling, but that's not on me." She left. I sat there shaking. Called my therapist from the parking lot. "Did I go too far? Did you force her to cheat?" "No." "Did you force her to plan to marry you fraudulently?" "No." "Did you force her to sign up for a reality show?" "No." "Then you didn't go too far. She made choices. Choices have consequences. Her mental health struggles are real and valid, but they're not your responsibility, especially not when she was planning to exploit you." That helped, but I still felt sick for a few days. The thing is, I did love her. Before all this, I was excited to marry her, build a life. The betrayal hurts. The public nature of it all hurts. But what hurts most is knowing I was just a mark to her, a paycheck, an easy target. I'm doing okay now. Better than okay. New job responsibilities, new relationship starting. Apartment feels like mine again. Replaced all the furniture she picked out. Donated her stuff that got left behind. Repainted. It's a fresh start. My dad asked if I regret how public it all became. Honest answer sometimes. Late at night, I wonder if I should have just broken up quietly. But then I remember she was going to marry me under false pretenses. Take my money, divorce me, leave me financially damaged and emotionally destroyed. The TV show didn't ruin her life. Her choices did. I just made sure those choices had consequences. And yeah, maybe I could have been more private about it. But she tried to make me look like a cheater on national TV. She just didn't count on the cameras turning on her instead. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. She played, she won. End of story. As for me, I'm good. Actually good. Not perfect, not healed completely, but genuinely okay. And honestly, that's better than being married to someone who saw me as an investment portfolio instead of a partner. The show's producer, Rick, sent me a fruit basket last month with a card. Thanks for the Emmy nomination. No, seriously. They got nominated for my misery. Hollywood's weird. But hey,